Hey guys, it is Amy the Relocated Tourist coming live from my office, and the reason I'm laughing is because this is take like 210. I have to get my crap together today. I don't know why I am so tired. Anyway, it is March 6th. It is Friday, yay! You know what that means? Tomorrow's garage sales. I'm so excited. Tomorrow is Celebrations Porch and Yard garage sales, and so that's when the entire city has sales. Now, not everybody does it, but it is always quite yummy for the Disney fan in me because basically that's not only the Disney town, quote unquote, not really anymore, but they're right next door to Disney World. A lot of the cast members live there. A lot of the older ones live there, which is exciting because then they like to get rid of some of their stuff, and yeah, it's exciting. So I'm definitely giddy about what I'll find tomorrow. If you see my eye leaking at all, it's not goopy or anything. That sounds gross. So we were walking around World Showcase last night, and something just flew right in my eye. I'd love to say, not love to say, but it's happened before with illuminations. The fireworks, particles, dust, what I'm going to call it, after it got into my eye once. It was actually the year we got here in 2011. So much so that I wound up having a basically warm washcloth on my eye, like on and off all the next day, and finally it went away. But I was really scared that either I'd torn or scratched my cornea, and I've never done that before, and the whole eye thing freaks me out enough. Like I just don't even hear my eyes. So I'm like, please Lord, let it not be that. So today it's been just kind of like my tear duct feels like it's swollen, if that's a thing. Maybe people know about that. So if you see it making it look like my right eye here, I'm about to cry. I'm really not. I love you all, but no, it's just my sad little goopy eye today. I just don't know what's the issue. Okay, so last night Craig and I headed over to Epcot. He picked up his magnet, which you guys have probably seen. It's Donald. The Orange Bird magnet comes out April 20th, so put that on your calendar. Let's see. So I am happy to report that the Orange Bird merch was still full and plenty at Mouse Gear. The only thing I did not see, they didn't have the planters. But after I walked a full round of World Showcase, I can tell you that they had planters in abundance everywhere. So what is the lesson we've learned here? I probably didn't need to be there at opening, the opening bell, let's say, of Flower and Garden. I probably could have walked in last night in the same capacity with a little less stress and picked up my stuff and walked out. So don't, the best thing is honestly is try not to follow the whole hype, even though I feel like I perpetuate it. I'm not trying to. Disney's just fickle on this merch thing. Either they don't have enough of it and it's gone really fast, or they get too much and you see in the outlets for the next 6 months. I don't know the formula. So I just knew what I really loved, and I love Orange Bird, and I knew that it would just be smart to get my stuff on day one, and then I can rest assured that I have it. I know that you guys don't have that that opportunity when you're coming in. Flower and Garden lasts 3 months, you guys. Like, it's a crazy long festival. So if I was coming at, let's say, the end of May, and I was like, well, I'll just pick up my Orange Bird jersey then, I don't know if you're going to be safe at the end of May. I'd say maybe you're going to be safe at the end of March, beginning of April. I don't know how popular, like I said, it's the diehard Orange Bird fans that were in there yesterday, and then all the resellers. But I can tell you there's a lot left in the park. So if you're looking at buying versus a reseller versus you can actually physically get to the parks the next month, don't worry about it. Get to the parks. You'll be fine. There's seriously that much. I mean, I was laughing because as we're like going around World Showcase, I was like, oh, wait, they've got that left. Wait, they've got that left. So you kind of feel like a fool because you rushed in and got the stuff. But anyway, now I feel better because I got what I wanted, and So Craig and I decided that we would walk World Showcase last night and pick up some goodies, and the pictures are on Facebook under the Relocated Tourist, so go check those out. I want to go over a couple things of what I really enjoyed last night. Honey Bistro is by far one of my absolute favorite spots. So that is located across from, there's two World Showcase stores. There's one on the right and one on the left as you walk in the gateway to, I think actually they're called Gateway something. I don't shop in those enough to memorize it. But if you head to the right and you're headed towards Canada, or there's a path that goes along in front of Imagination that kind of cuts across there. That one, that is located on that cutaway path between Imagination and the main thoroughfare into World Showcase. So they are selling the Orangeburg cups again this year, but they're also selling a new guy, which is Spike the Bee. And here he is. Look how cute he is. So there's a straw, there's his little antennas, there's his wings, and then it pops off the top here to put the stuff in. So what came with that was like, I was gonna look it up here, like a peach honey something slushy. It was very good. I didn't even realize the cup was there, and then somebody online told me that they had not even given out or opened that one until yesterday. So I was really excited that we were able to take advantage of being in there for when it was open. It was nice to see Orangeburg cups were back because those were incredibly popular last year, and I have one. It's sitting on my shelf over there in my little Orangeburg area. I'm looking for, it's when you need something. Okay, so it's honey peach freeze with blueberry vodka I'm sorry, that's not it. It's honey peach freeze in a souvenir cup. So that's the non-alcoholic version. So that is what you get in the cup, and that was $15, just so you know. And then you can get just the honey peach freeze with blueberry vodka now we got the non-alcoholic out of the cup. See, that's the difference with popcorn buckets. Like a little bit of grease and maybe a kernel left too. It's not a big deal because I collect them, I like them, and if I ever sell them, I'll just wash them out. With the cups, it's a little harder because even though you have this opening on the top, it's not big enough opening to really get your hand in there and get it, where most of the popcorn buckets you can, get around in there to clean it out if you really wanted to. So we got the honey peach freeze I was like a smoothie. It was really good on the side. And again, that picture's on Facebook, so go check that out because you can see the size of it. It's about this big. You're not getting these big smoothie, ginormous sizes, and I just realized that motion was probably inappropriate. Anyway, so I got the roasted cauliflower, which is buckwheat honey, carrot puree with wild rice pilaf, asparagus, honey blistered grapes, sunflower brittle, and cornard flowers. I guess there were flowers on it. I don't know. They're delicious. Roasted cauliflower, that is absolutely a must try. It is so good. It doesn't even feel like you're eating vegetables. It just feels like you're eating a little piece of heaven. It's delicious. Craig got the honey tandoori chicken flatbread with white cheddar cheese, charred vegetables, clover, honey sour cream, and micro citrus greens. It was also very yummy, very delicious, and also something that they had last year. So if these sound familiar, yes, they had these last year at the Bistro. So let's see, next we did eat over at the American Adventure, which is called the Magnolia Terrace. This was a really nice kind of walk up to because Peebo Bryson had just started his first show, which is also why we were in. The Garden Rock series has started up, and that's always a really fun concert series because again, this is that 3-month festival, you guys. So there's a lot they have on the roster, so go check out. You might be interested in seeing somebody while you're here. And Peebo Bryson, of course, sings the Beauty and the Beast theme and also sings the Aladdin theme. And so we just caught the tail end of Beauty and the Beast, and we heard A Whole New World, which I did video. And again, go look and check that out on relocatedtourist.com or on Facebook for the Relocated Tourist. It sounded so good. He still got it. It was great to it's always amazing that little girl inside me, the Disney, the excitement I get when I hear those songs being sung in Disney World, in Epcot. It's just, I feel like I'm amongst my people. This is where I should be. It's just an amazing moment. So over at Magnolia Terrace, we tried the Housemate Budin 2 ways with spicy mustard, which was basically like this doughy ball full of rice and spices. It was a little odd. Never had boudin. I might be saying it wrong, sorry. It was good. It was worth trying. Am I gonna rush back to America to have it? No, I'm not. And then Craig ordered the pecan cake, and for some reason they heard him say pecan praline. I realized they say that, it's pecan cake or it's pecan praline. So praline obviously is a praline, and it looks like a big, thick, hard, big sugary piece of, it looks like a cookie basically, but they heard him wrong. And of course, they only charged him for the praline, but it's not what he wanted. So be aware of that if you're in America, that there is a pecan cake and there's a pecan praline. Make sure that the cast member hears you correctly. I thought, like I said, the Budin two ways was it was worth trying. Would I go do it again? No. Bistro definitely I would do again. We also had the Frushi, which is on the way. It's over near Japan. That's on the way right before you go up the hill and you see the giant pagoda. That's always delicious, and it's basically rice with, they do it with fruits. So it's like cantaloupe and pineapple, and it's so good. It's like a little bit of whipped cream. So good. So try the Frushi. That is one of our favorites. We definitely wanted to hit that. I'm trying to think, we did one more. Oh, we did Germany. Germany was so good. You guys, Germany is so good. What I love about Germany is that I love those potato pancakes. They're so good. And basically, to me, it's like just like a flat hash brown. And then it has like sour cream. See, I'm getting really hungry. I just ate. You know, it has the sour cream, it has the chives, and it's so good. So mine was caramelized ham, onions, and herbs and sour cream. So good. And again, I took video of that actually, so go check that out on Facebook. I had a little bit of a real quick live stream, and then everyone got to see Craig walk up with the food, and then he got the toasted pretzel bread topped with Black Forest ham and melted Gruyere cheese. I'm not going to say it right. Gruyere cheese. But yeah, so that is kind of cool because it was delicious. The pretzel bread is super thick. So on a hot day, I wouldn't suggest getting that because I think it's just really hard in the system when that is like carb upon carb. Like it was just really thick. So it was good though. It was really good. And again, Amy, watch the motions. I think that's everything we had last night. I'm trying to think of, we got the gift cards. I don't have them to show you, but there are two different gift cards for the wristband. It's a flower and the other one is Spike the Bee. So if you like, I know some people collect those, so keep that in mind. We picked up our gift cards at those Gateway gift shops on the way into World Showcase. It still baffles the mind to me about how insane Epcot is to get around. Craig hasn't been in there quite a bit, so I was just showing him like, oh, this is Walls over here, and it's weird to be walking up the side of what used to be Ellen's and now is going to be Guardians of the Galaxy, but that's how you come around now, the left side behind guest relations. It's very odd, and if you, heaven forbid, you go right by Nemo, you have to go all the way around where the old fountain was, all the way around to cut back around to get back if you need to go to Mouse Gear, Mission Space, Test Track. There is no more of that kind of cut through the tunnel, corridor there because the corridor is completely blocked off where you used to enter Mouse Gear, Electric Umbrella. That's completely blocked off now. It's crazy. So that was our night, and then we rode Spaceship Earth, which I attempted to live stream. Now, it's funny, it broke down as we started, and so I just kind of kept it going. I thought, well, maybe people want to hear the music. So I never film on the way down because A, nobody wants to see my picture on the screen. It's never pretty. It's usually my phone in my face, so that's not a good image. Number two, it's usually so dark that I can't catch it. Even last night, I had my dimness turned down quite a bit, so my brightness, so I was concerned that what were you guys seeing, what I was seeing, and so Craig was trying to help me with that, but it was like, yeah, oh, here we go, sorry, I could feel it. And right now we're not supposed to be touching our faces because of the coronavirus, so like, don't think I'm not thinking about that sucker every single second I'm in the parks. I was gonna be in the parks this week, and then here I go. No wonder my life is how my life is. Indecisive Amy, that's what's going to be on my tombstone. She was indecisive. She could not make a single decision. Anyway, for those who know me are laughing. Okay, so then today was Animal Kingdom, and how this came to fruition is that a near and dear friend of the past, I used to sit and choir with her, and I met her through Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Yes, that actually is a real city. People that I have met many times here in Florida and from around the country do not believe me. Yes, Sheboygan is a real thing. I actually grew up in Sheboygan Falls, which is right next to Sheboygan. And I went to church there, and I met Pat and her husband Tim, and then they have a special needs daughter, Sarah, who's just the most lovely thing on the planet. And so one of my absolute favorite things in Sunday services was walking in and hearing Amy, and she would just run up and hug me, and I'm just like, Sarah, oh my gosh. And so I just love that love, and that is the most genuine love, is not only from a child but definitely a special needs person, because it is just the most raw and honest love that I feel is just, there are no precursors to it. There is no like hidden agenda in it. You know what I mean? Like it's just amazing. So I just love that. So I had not seen her in a while. We had grown apart because my family had moved to Appleton. I mean, they didn't even know we had a second daughter. That's how long ago it was. Miss Emily is now 19. And so she remembered me. We were over by Restaurant Sora's. I'm not going to say it right. I don't eat there much, but we were in the dinosaur area and they wanted to eat at the counter service over there. And so I waited for them and I saw them come up and I was like, oh my God. And of course I was like, Sarah, do you remember me? Because, you know, I don't want to push and I don't want to pressure and I don't, but I also was really hoping she remembered Amy, you know. And so Pat and Tim were really telling her like who I was and like trying to, you know, just the big smile. You want to see an amazing selfie, again, go on Facebook because I posted it. Her parents were getting refills or something with soda, and it was just Sarah and I at the table. And so I kind of nudged her and I said, Sarah, do you want to take a selfie with me? Like, you know, and again, she's a couple years older than me. We're both in our 40s. And again, I don't know her level of understanding, so I always just treat her as much as I can as the adult that she is, but making sure that she can understand what I'm talking about, and that you know, it's just a fine line that you walk, and that you want them to feel incredibly welcome, and that they, you know, are just bigger than life. And so I was like, I thought, okay, is this like asking too much? And I didn't ask her parents, and I probably should have first, but I thought it's a picture, like, so I kind of held the thing, and go look at the picture. It's online. It is so precious. And the reason I know it was such a good picture, it was a beautiful picture. Her smile is just glowing, and I'm smiling because she's smiling. I'm so happy to see her again. What was bigger about it was that when her dad came back, she tapped my phone to show Tim. And so I showed him, and he was like, oh my gosh, look at your smile. It's so nice. Like, and then when Pat sat down, you know, she tapped her phone again so that Pat would see it. And so I said, I'm going to send it to your mom, okay? I'm thinking, though, actually, I might print it and frame it and send it to Pat for Sarah, like for Christmas or something. That's where my mind goes when I have these amazing moments, because I just want them to hold on to it, and I want to hold on to it. And so it was just desperately something I needed in my life right now, just struggling with some stuff. So it was amazing to see her. And then we did her whole family, Pat, Tim, and Sarah, outside, and that one's also on Facebook. And I tried to do, like, you know, the selfie with them. It was so rewarding because they're just amazing people, and it was awesome. It was just a great day. So then, prior to that, when I walked into Animal Kingdom, I got in Safari Line, which was insane, by the way. I took a picture of that, of course. And it was seriously like a death march to Safari. I'd never seen that before. So they held us up over by the Africa Bridge. I have been held up in like a bunch of places as far as Disney. Like I've been held up at the tree. When I mean held up, I mean is rope drop, they call it. So everyone kind of gathers in one spot. They don't let you just go to the park at 8:55. You know, rope drops at 9 a.m. in most parks. And so they'll hold you at different spots in the park. It's smarter just because everyone's not bottlenecked into one area. So everyone runs to Pandora, and I'm sure they have their holding pattern over there. Well, I was in the Safari one, and I thought I'll just get in Safari real quick, and then I'll go figure out, you know, the Sarah's family was going to be there. I didn't know where. And then my other friend Heather was going to be there today as well. And I thought, okay, I'll find them. You know, we're all in the same park. This will work. I'll just hop on Safari, right, guys? Like, it won't be any big deal. Well, lo and behold, the 35 minutes was true to form, and I was in the first probably 100, 200 people that were in the park in that holding, and still I had 35-minute wait. I was actually kind of surprised, but for some reason I thought, no, this will go quick. Those trucks fill up pretty fast. I don't know if they did Animal on the Road. You guys know about that Safari? Just so for those of you who don't know, the caveat of Safari is that if there's any animals that are blocking the road, they sit and wait. They don't go out and move the animal. They don't never. They try to let nature be nature, animals be animals as much as they can, obviously in that environment. But you're not gonna see like Ted jump out from a bush and like push the antelope over with a broom. They just don't do that. And so I think that's what happened today. There was a little bit of hesitation. There was a little bit, we had to wait for some time. So finally on safari. Safari was amazing. The pictures I got of the lions were fabulous. The women were just all like, I've just had it. I'm just gonna sprawl out. I don't know what I'm gonna use the picture for yet. I have not posted that one because it's so phenomenal. All the giraffes, the video is on Facebook, so the video of the gorilla family was just energetic today. Because what happened was, it was like 60-ish degrees this morning, but it was overcast. And so it gave a lot of different feel of like cooling. That park can get really hot. Animal Kingdom could just be like, just a death zone, and today it was actually like enjoyable, you guys. Like, and I try to use that quite loosely with Animal Kingdom, because usually that is the hottest park because of the very heavy vegetation that they have in there. So it was really nice, you guys. So it was windy. I was actually a little cold and I had shorts and a sweatshirt on, but yeah, safari was awesome today. All the animals were active today. Except the women lionesses. The lionesses were just chilling and it was amazing. Even the cheetahs were running around. You guys know it's hard to find those cheetahs. And then I had a moment where I was like, okay, I'm gonna go do work lunch over at Satuli, but I walked into Pandora and boom, I got River Navi out of nowhere. And that's happened with Navi and Flight of Passage. So don't give up on Fast Passes, always check. I walk into the land and I get on, and there were two young gentlemen that were sitting in the second row. And because I'm a single rider, they're like, well, do you mind riding with this family? And I was like, sure, no problem. And so the boat left the dock, and the woman that was sitting in the front turned around and she looked at me and she said, I know you. I follow you, Amy. And I just started laughing because I was like, this is a first. I have never been recognized actually on the ride itself. I have been recognized in line, or we were laughing about like funny places I have been recognized, and I said I've been recognized at Wendy's on 192, garage sales. So it was really sweet. So we got off the ride. Her name is Shelly. So shout out to Shelly and her family. You were awesome. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you for making my morning. So it was really sweet to talk to them, and her daughter was lovely. She was so excited about Flight of Passage. I can't wait to hear, Shelly, how your daughter loved it. It was a good time. It was a nice little warm moment. I love those that just kind of come out of nowhere, and it's like just God handing you this little sphere of warm moment and saying like, here, enjoy. So and then I headed over to Satuli and had my wood-fired chicken, creamy herb dressing, and potato hash. Sometimes I list it, sometimes I don't, because I post that lunch quite a bit, but it is my absolute favorite on property. I highly suggest trying Satuli Canteen, which is on the planet of Pandora and Animal Kingdom. Definitely check it out. And there you go. That is an evening and a day at Disney that's gone a little long here, so sorry about that, guys, but there's just so much to report. Tomorrow, like I said, is garage sales and celebration, and then there's another big one next Saturday. So now this is when I'm glad Orange Bird merch is done. Like there's a couple things, even that pass holder shirt is super cute with Figment on it, but the green is not the best kind of green on me. It's like that army green. And I love Figment, like Kim Don't Kill Me, it's Kim's favorite. I love Figment, don't get me wrong, but they have overdone Figment on a lot of this stuff. And so I do like that they use Spike the Bee. I mean, come on, how cute is he? And the straw does come out, you guys, for those that just want to like put them on a shelf or something. Like we all do. It's not like I'm throwing Diet Coke in this. I'm walking to Walmart with this. Anyway, and so I'm glad to have all the merch done, and hopefully now next is obviously get the Orange Bird magnet. I still have to get over to Runaway Railway. Some fast passes did open up today for that, so hopefully if I can get in, I'm gonna try actually probably Monday. I'll just go get in line if I really have to, and maybe even go for a Rise the Resistance group. I'm feeling lucky, so we'll see how I feel. I always say that I always have this incredible energy, and then when the day actually comes, I'm like, you know what? I just rather stay home and write. So We shall see. Stay tuned. I'm gonna go check out someone else's YouTube channel tonight. His name's Diz Jabbers. I'm excited to go check him out. He's doing a Disney trivia thing. He's larger than life. He's fun, and so there's a shout out to him. Go check out his channel on YouTube, and I'll probably have more to talk about this weekend, about how that went. I don't know if I'm still going to be vlogging on weekends or not. I think I'm still going to pick it up Monday through Friday, just because it gives me enough to talk about, and I want to start thinking about those live chats. If I'm going to do it Thursday or Sunday, I'm still going back and forth on it. Again, I am indecisive as all heck, and I apologize. So have a great weekend. Enjoy your Friday night. Friday nights are the best, and I love you guys. Have a good night.